Hi guys, good morning to you, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. I welcome you to this particular video. It's not going to be too long. You can see the title. Fulani have the right to carry AK47. Bauchi governor said. The same governor that said that Fulanis, that your forest belong to government, your forest belong to government, and Fulani have right to go everywhere. You know, this same governor has said a lot of things in the past, promoting and defending well-known terrorists, his kinsmen. This is something that people don't talk about, although this is a brother that shared this on his platform. I think Edmond, I think his name is Edmond. He's having a state of affairs, something like that, program on his channel. So I find this one interesting because people who claim that Igbos are their problem from Southwest, Igbos are your problem because they are Igbos. But Fulani openly telling you that this is what they want. The voice you're about to hear is this man challenging the state governor of Oyo State. You know, Oyo State, in fact, almost all the states in Yoruba land is shaking, highly, highly shaking. Kwara State is gone. Nobody's talking about Kwara anymore. Kwara is done and dusted. So Oyo State and Ibadan is another place. Of course, Lagos is there for maybe final touch. But the recent demand of bandit, you know, they call them bandits, I prefer calling them terrorists. The recent demand that they want to introduce Sharia in Oyo State is, you know, that demand have sent a lot of shockwave to everybody. So some people who normally don't believe that this day is coming. Some are still on defense. Some are still blaming, trying to downplay the message of Master American, warning everybody. It's not that message is not about Yoruba alone. The entire people in Nigerian states or in Nigeria as a country. You need to understand this. And the funny part is that you don't need to look for the sponsor of these people committing this heinous crime. They are all over the place. And they're in the government. Look at this man you're seeing here. He's a current governor of Bauchi State. I want you to hear this and tell me what you can make out of it. Listen. This is governor.
The Fulani man is practicing the tradition of transhumance, pastoralism. He has been exposed to the vagaries of the forest, the animals, and now the cattle rustlers who carry guns, kill him and take away his commonwealth, that's the cows. He had no option but to carry AK-47 because the society and the government are not protecting him. What is his fault?
The Fulanis are pastorans. The same word that Matakano, you know, used in that video. The man is repeating it. The man is saying that the Fulanis are pastorans. Some may say that this is old video and all that. If it is old or new, I don't care. Because the whole thing is now coming together to validate that video of Mars Namorikan. And he directed this message to your state government, Akeredolu and other, there's another one here, another person he mentioned them. Because these people said they must evacuate from Yoruba forest or your forest. This man here in this video saying that you're going to hear him, that that forest is not belong to you. Nigeria owned it. Nigeria, because they hide under Nigeria as a government taking over your land. That's why Makande restructure will be a restructure. You are just dreaming. There's nothing like a restructure coming to you. Hear this and know it and know peace. Listen.
The fault of the government and the people. You don't criminalize all of them.
He started by telling you that Fulanis are pastorals, okay? That they have right to live in your forest because forest belongs to government. Oh, they have right to carry AK-47 because government and society have also failed them. Are you following? That government and society failed Fulani. So they have to carry AK-47 to protect themselves. That you don't criminalize all of them. That you don't just wake up and criminalize all of them, that all of them are not terrorists. All of them are not criminals. But because you criminalize them, all of them now have right to carry AK-47. Just like now you say that, oh, Mr. A, you are a criminal. The person said, no. He's my brother. My brother is a criminal. I'm not a criminal, but because you say that that my family is a family of a criminal, of criminals, then let me go and steal. So when he break somebody's down or break bank and to steal, the father will not say no, he's not committing a crime. Why will you say that he's a criminal? Because you say that he's a criminal, so you see him now stealing and hijacking something, is being justified. That's exactly what the man is saying. Take it that you are talking to them. And why do they even think that all of you don't have sense? Because the way you behave, they know that you are so gullible that anything they say goes. He's a Bauchi governor.
Because in every town there are criminals. If cybercrime is being practiced mostly by one tribe, you don't criminalize the whole tribe that they are criminals. We should be very sensitive.
You don't criminalize the whole tribe that they are criminals. We should be very, very sensitive.
Thank our chairman of the Northern Governors Forum at this occasion, because we are talking of the use of media to promote peace and unity in Nigeria. I think he's a hero in that way. Governor Lalong, with his diverse background.
The funny thing is that he's defending this crime. People are clapping. Maybe people from the south, or maybe his people. You never can tell.
With his minority background, he is leading the northern governors with focus, with a lot of sense. You, the media, you must make sure you single out such heroes for promotion. Not those people that will speak from Ekiti or from Ondo, that Fulani should leave their forests.
That not people that are speaking from Ekiti or from Ondo, that Fulani should leave their forest. He added more energy. Fulani should leave their forest. That is not possible. Listen to him.
Nobody owns any forest.
Nobody owns the forest.
The forest is owned by Nigeria.
The forest is owned by Nigeria. Who is in charge of Nigeria?
Under section 23, 24, 25 of the Constitution,
he is backing it up with the Constitution, and that Constitution can never be amended. So they have found all this loophole with the Constitution. The only thing that will save you is run away from that Constitution that cannot be changed, that is favorable to people that actually wrote it, and a lot of loophole for them to Fulanize you. Because I don't believe it's about Islamization, it's about Fulanization that comes with conquest and comes, of course, with Islam. 3 in 1 package. When you say, Islamization, Yoruba Islam, and after watching the video of a very dark man talking about his friends from the north even if there's where they live, there's a very close mosque, they don't go there. They will have to travel far, where their brother from north are the one heading the prayer in the mosque, meaning that the Yoruba Muslim is different. And probably those of them that said that they're Igbo Muslim, which of course they don't even know how to hit their forehead on the floor. I watched some of them doing that. I was like, some of them carrying their leg up. Anyway, here.
And let me tell you, nobody had the freedom of the tribulations of speaking anyhow. Anybody can speak anyhow, but we are exercising restraint.
Okay, you hear that? So that is the governor of Bauchi State, telling you pump and play. That you see your forest, forget about it. After hearing this, some people are still, acting as if they don't understand this. What will you do? If not to, the only solution is total disintegration of Nigeria, the freedom. That's why, personally, I know that USB declared is just not just a nation, it's actually a miracle. And I pray that everything will fall into place. God bless you. Please make sure that you let me know what you think about it. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye for now.